Hi, I'm Erin. I am a 41-year-old mother of two, and I am genetically destined to develop early onset Alzheimer's disease due to a rare genetic mutation. Today, I want to talk about GINA. And no, I'm not talking about Martin.
Damn it, Gina!
I am talking about something called the Genetic Information Non-Discrimination Act of 2008, known as GINA for short. This is a law in the United States that prevents discrimination in health insurance and employment based on genetic data. And it essentially means that people in the familial Alzheimer's disease community can't be restricted from health insurance or employment based on the fact that we carry these genetic mutations. So there are some protections offered, and I think that's great. But at the same time, it is specific to health insurance and employment. What the GINA Act does not cover is long-term care insurance. This is really important because in our community, there's a chance that we will need long-term care. We know that Alzheimer's disease will eventually affect us if we live to that estimated age of onset and nothing changes. And so we need to think about how we're going to cover our care when that happens. So before someone goes out and gets genetic testing, it's important for them to investigate long-term care insurance. And also, one thing that people might run into is that long-term care insurance is really expensive, and often it's not available to people in their early 30s. You might have difficulty securing a long-term care policy until you're 35 or older. That has implications for what somebody might be able to do. For example, in the primary prevention study that I'm in, they're enrolling participants as early as 18, depending on their family history. So if you enroll at 18 and 3 years later you have the opportunity to get active drug, but you've got to get genetic testing in order to get active drug, and you're not eligible for long-term care insurance until you're 35 or so, that leaves a really big gap and a planning issue. And I think that there's an opportunity for improved policies related to genetic discrimination.